Must be a big relief for CSK fans that they finally have got two crucial points thanks to Dubai. Then you're talking about Uttapa and the mystery spinner Tiksana that they are able to pull this match.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Straight Bat with Gulf News and Mr. Cricket UAE, Anis Sarjan. With joining me today to discuss Chennai's first win is the Super Chennai fan here, Arjun Singh, and a downcast RCB fan, that is Sanjay Markham. So over to Anis to take us through the match.
Thank you, Sham. Hello, happy Arjan and a disappointed Sanjay. Must be a big relief for CSK fans that they finally have got two crucial points thanks to Dubai. Then you're talking about Uttapa and the mystery spinner Tiksana that they are able to pull this match because still DK was at the crease. CSK players themselves did not have the belief, but in the end, after DK's dismissal, they knew that they had the match under their arms, and now very happy that CSK are also with 2 points.
Arjun, I'll come back to a question I asked the other day. Will you change your mind now?
Maybe. If CSK win their next match by a big margin, maybe. But still, they're in such a disadvantage of losing their first 4 matches that it's very unlikely that they'll actually be able to make it into the qualifiers.
Too bad. You still don't believe they can come back.
They need to win a few first to change my mind.
All right, I understand. First 4 games, and you're still skeptical because the way they lost. Okay, let's head over to RCB. RCB second loss in 5 games.
Yeah.
So certainly nothing much to worry about, doesn't it? There's no need to be disappointed. You are beaten by a superior Chennai side today. What do you make of the match today, Sanjay?
Yes, practically thinking before today's match, even I think in Sunday's live session for Anisar, and we had some all team chat. In that session also, I kept on telling CSK might take a comeback on RCB because we are more confidence on the bowlers or from the batsmen. But CSK has faced 4 losses, and one loss was pretty close for them, where Shivam Dubey leaked 25 runs of first over, the last over 25 runs. So that was some crucial moment. But today, when you see RCB, their bowling was not up to the mark at all. Only except from Josh Hazlewood, a new debutant for us, 4 overs, 33 for 1 wicket. Apart from him, I didn't, because a lot of runs of 58, and Siraj 3 overs of just 20 runs, and then in the last over getting smacked for 15, 16 runs. Hasaranga, I had hopes on Hasaranga today that he might pick some wickets here and there, but Fab didn't use Hasaranga well. He didn't get it right time. He used Maxwell. Instead, he gave 3 overs for Maxwell, and that time at this sort of 8th over or 9th over, if you had got Hasaranga, I think I would see one more wicket falling in the form of Robin Uthappa or something. The time Hasaranga came, I think Uthappa was pretty set in his crease. He was on 38 or 39 runs. So even it was more pressure but somehow he's maintaining the consistency of picking wickets. And when you come to the batting, if top order fails, there is no AB de Villiers for us who can finish the things up so easily as he was finishing. There is no ABD. So here comes the definition of middle order for us. And we have to really appreciate the innings from Suyansh Prabhu Desai, Shahbaz Ahmed, and Dinesh Karthik. Because of those 3 only, we were able to lose with such low margin of 23. I expected we would lose from 80 or 90 runs. I expected no, we are not crossing 120, 130 mark. But the fearless shots that Suyansh shows that he should be kept in the team. So when Harshal comes back, take out Akashdeep, fix Harshal in the place and go with the same team. And yes, the sad thing, as Anisa told, DK is finally dismissed matches, and still the happy news is he still has a strike rate of 200 plus, strike rate 400 plus. As it
Yeah,
also,
plenty of positives to take out of the game, Sanjay. I really understand, because like you said, they didn't sum to it was not a rout in that sense, because they kept fighting till the end, like Anish said, because so long as DK was in the game, Bangalore believed they could win. Anis, how much did the Harshal Patel's absence hurt Bangalore?
Huge. I'll be very honest. His absence was felt in a big way by Duplessis because he comes in that death overs and especially in the tricky overs. And like I mentioned, he is given away just an economy of 5.5 in his 24 overs, which is phenomenal, and picked up 6 or 7 wickets and picked up key wickets. And today we could see that, that they did not have that bowler who could come and swing the match their way or probably bowl some tight overs. And we have been seeing, Siraj. I'm really surprised he's been still stuck. Maybe because today Harshal was not there. But I think next match he should be definitely going out. Even though Akashdeep also went for a few runs, but Siraj has been leaking runs continuously from first game itself. His average runs he's given in this match after 5 matches is around 45 runs, which is unacceptable for an experienced bowler.
True.
I'm not having anything against Siraj, but I would straight away show him the door and say, to sit him out for 2-3 games to understand, because I feel he's a little more thinking ahead of himself in this matches. But nonetheless, when Harshal comes, RCB should be sorted. But I am very critical of Faf du Plessis batting, to be very honest, because in the end, if you see RCB when chasing 215, we're almost there with the run rate. But the problem is they had lost too many wickets, and you have to give credit to the middle order who brought them some solace. Otherwise, it would have been around by 70-80 runs.
Very true, because they by the 7th over they had lost 4 wickets for 50 runs, and it was very difficult to come back even despite the heroics of Dinesh Karthik. Arjun, so do you think that this will start the beginning of a win spree for CSK?
I hope so. I mean, the way we played today, it certainly shows that. If Uttapa and Dubey continue their form, and if Raidu keeps on doing catches like that, I hope that we can get a winning streak for the next couple of matches.
It's too much to ask both of them to continue like that. The others also should come to the party, right? Okay. Hopefully, this will be a shot in the arm for them, and probably they all will chip in the next few matches. Now coming to RCB, where do we go from here? What is the? I mean, I know this is not. It is a bad loss, but certainly when it comes to the Southern Derby, Chennai always seems to have the upper hand, isn't it? They have won 18 of the 28 games or something like that. They have a very good record. So this wasn't a surprise, really. So, Sanjay, you said that you guys take a lot of positives out of the game from here. So, how do you see Chennai? RCB progressing to the last 4?
Yes, when you compare to the last 4, what Anisa told, I totally accept it. Though I back Siraj, yes, down the line he started leaking runs from the day one, from the first match, 4 overs for 35, then 51, then again 51. So that is where Siraj is not the Siraj we saw in 2020 and 2021. So it's our team is like something like 1 year we'll have a strong batting. No such here we balanced it. It was back in 2016. I think we had some good team, and this year we have some good team. But as Anisa told, Siraj is lacking a bit of experience, and Harshal is surprising.
He has enough experience. He's been bowling rubbish. Let's put it out this way. He's not playing the first IPL. He's played now 5 or 6 IPL, so he's got enough experience. He's bowling rubbish. He's got, as I said, he's got too proudy. Let me put it in front of all the fans. He's thinking too ahead of himself. You see the arrogance what he's showing. The cricket has success hit his head. Let me put it this way. I'm very disappointed with it.
He's an international bowler.
I agree, because the overconfidence got through international matches, that is impacting the way he's picking wickets. Like one season, one international tour, and he gets good wickets. And
he must be kicked out. I tell you, Shami must be kicked out. Why I'm using these words? Because if RCB has to go ahead, this man has to bear the brunt. Because every match, if you leak 50 runs, and when you take 1 wicket, you show as if you have taken a big thing. That's not accepted. Put your feet on the ground, things will fall in place. He should realize from where he's come, not get ahead of himself.
Yeah, I pretty much agree there. Like, I think at least a couple of matches of rest will help him to
exactly
where he's gone wrong and how he has to turn things around. Because he's seemed completely clueless, and every time he gets hit, he's just frazzled, and he can't even come. There is no comeback ball anywhere in that over, which is why the runs has been just pouring away. Okay, let's go beyond RCB and Siraj. Anis, do you think this will galvanize the CSK? Because first win in 5 games, and when it comes to champions team, they need just a spark to just fire.
I'm glad, Sham, you asked me this question. Before this match, I remember Stephen Fleming had mentioned in one of the post-match conversation with the media that his team is lacking self-belief. And today also, if you see, even though the match was in their grasp, they were not confident. That was not the same CSK team which generally closes out games. They were scared till DK was there. That's not the CSK. So this win will definitely give them the confidence. Whether they will go the distance will depend, like Arjan mentioned, in the next 2 games. If they can pull off 2 wins with their batting, and with Tiksana coming good, which is a mystery spinner, we forgot talking about him. He is definitely the bowler to watch out. He's a wicket-taking bowler. And if the batsman put on runs, CSK will be a threat, mind you, because they are used to winning matches, big matches. It's just about getting onto that winning route. And they have got this win, couple of more wins, and you CSK not looking back.
Okay, Arjan, just to come back to you, this is it's just a completely different wicket in the sense like this is the first match. See, you look at Chennai bowling, their seam attack is not so great because Deepak Chahar is not there, and they don't have a frontline bowlers like say Josh Hazelwood or like Shardul Thakur of last year. So they are a bit undercooked on the seaming side, but today's wicket offered spin, and you saw them opening with spin. And for the first time, Moeen Ali opened the bowling for them, which he's been doing for England. So then you have Tikshna in, then you have Jadeja in, and they got all the wickets in the first 4, except I think Chaudhary pitched in 1. So that I guess is the key here. Because going on from here, with wickets will start to grip and bite. So that could help the CSK, don't you think?
Yeah, but the thing is, CSK has never had a good fast bowler lineup in this season to begin with. It all started at the auction. As I've said many, many times before, this season CSK has to rely on their spin. And I think the wickets getting more suitable for spin is a wonderful thing for CSK. And that's also what I think that can start the winning streak. Of course, many spinners would benefit from this. And although I wish Imran Tahir was still saying, I think GSK's spin lineup is going to have very good matches from now on.
Okay, so Sanjay, any final thoughts on RCB's performance tonight?
Nothing, as Anisa told, drop Siraj for 2 or 3 games and add in Harshal in place of Siraj only because practically when you see Akashdeep is a new guy to the
Actually, just let me stop you there. Actually, the arrival of Josh Hazelwood has had some effect, isn't it?
Yes, Josh Hazelwood had some the 2 overs in the power play, but the power play we did good actually. Restricted them 34 or 38 runs. It was good, but later on I don't know where it missed.
Only after the 8th over, I think things started to unravel.
When the Uthappa got a taste of hitting sixes, though,
Glenn Maxwell 3 6s.
And and I think this is the first match in the season where an individual team has taken an opponent for 17 sixes. This is the first match I think in 2022 which has gone for which has costed so many sixes. And RCB considering 17 sixes is like it's after too long. There's some change in the bowling lineup and we'll be good. And yes, Faf as a batsman is a concern. He has to step up and he has to play 3 matches. His average has been dipping when you take
hopeless. He's hopeless, absolutely hopeless.
Somewhere around 15 to 18, which is not good for a player like Faf. Last season he stands as a second leading run scorer, and this season is not even in the top 5. People
otherwise he should not open. I believe if he's going to eat up balls, better come in the end of the season because you're taking up balls.
Some particular changes in the bowling lineup and good to go. And next match is also crucial because we're taking on DC. They got back Warner and Andrich Nokia, so we have to make some pretty good changes against DC and we have to go forward.
Okay, before we wind up, Anis, tell us about the competition.
Oh yes, every day we have a nice competition for you where you predict the winner. I know predicting the winner is very difficult. We all thought it's going to be RCB, but Chennai surprised everybody. But you got to guess and get the winner right, and you walk away with a beautiful kit, which you can see our fans are wearing today, Arjan, as well as We are wearing Sanjay. This is a beautiful kit with a track and a cap. That's going to be all yours, thanks to Gulf News.
All right, that is what the our readers will get for predicting the winner. So let's try and predict. Yeah, we don't get any prizes, but let's try and predict tomorrow's winners today. Mumbai Indians versus Punjab Kings. Arjun, who is your pick?
I think it would be Mumbai Indians, and they could get a few points on the board.
Which means that would be Mumbai's first win.
Yeah,
They too have lost 4 games.
it could compete with CSK, but I think it's inevitable that Mumbai also need a win.
Okay, Sanjay, what do you agree with Arjun there?
Yes, I would slightly agree with Arjun here. MI, because when you compare Mayank's captaincy, I think MI has a upper hand only if MI get back Taimur Mills. If they get back Taimur Mills and their death bowling is sorted, because Taimur Mills was so effective for them. And the crucial times where one team was bashing CSK, Bumrah and Taimur Mills managed to pick 5 wickets in 19th and 20th over. And I don't know why did they drop Taimur Mills against us. That is the only thing I was scared when we were playing them. So get back Taimur Mills, and I think the match is yours. Because Punjab is still going with Woody and Smith. I think that is not good choice what they are doing. I think MI has an upper hand tomorrow. Only if Rohit Sharma as a batsman performs.
Anis, do you think Punjab has any chance tomorrow?
No, definitely they come in as favorites because Mumbai is going through a rough patch. But strange things have happened. And Punjab must be still hurting from the defeat which they had through Rahul Tewatia, where 2 sixes have gone. So if Mumbai can turn the tables, you never know what happens. So I would go with Mumbai, just because Punjab, is a up and down team.
I would also agree with that, because it's time Mumbai did something to them, because if they lose there's no coming back for them. So it's like a do or die situation for them. So I think they will come out with all guns blazing tomorrow. So let's wait till tomorrow and find out whether our predictions are true. But as of now, for all the latest updates, please log on to gulfnews.com and all our social media channels. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much. Good night.